culture out of control?
I think it depends who you ask.
I just think the 20% rule is like if you spending $3K on a meal, like, you know what I mean, you shouldn't have to tip $600, 20% to me.
But I could get like a $400 meal and I'm only giving a 10 or a 20 on how you was on that night. Like, that's how I rock for real. Unless I really like, I'm trying to flatter some, I leave a little hundo out there or something. I ain't doing 20%. I'm not gonna lie. It's either a 10 or a 20. You was great. You get a 20 from me. You was cool. I'll shoot you a 10 just for being there. I ain't gonna go off on my meal.
So I think it was Gelo, the other bald brother, and Michael Porter Jr. Well, Gelo was talking about not wanting to tip, even though he got money, he tipping $10 or $20. And that's what it is. I think that's a good tip for a meal regardless, but y'all wondering why when you go to hot spots that they putting in mandatory gratuity for either a couple of, for two people or one person or a group of people, and everybody, wants to be against tipping culture. I ain't tipping nothing. I ain't tipping this and I ain't tipping that. And it's just like, if I'm a restaurant, I'm putting it in for my people too. Mandatory gratuity, flat out. If you sit down and eat, you gonna pay that gratuity because ain't nothing. If everybody tip $10, $20, that's cool. Especially if it's $200, 220 extra bucks. What's 10, 15 extra bucks? So regardless of what he make, I think cool, 10 or 20 regardless, unless you just had a stupid meal. It's like 20 of y'all and you just leave 10 or 20. I mean, I just don't understand. People be cheap with the wrong shit. You be cheap with the people that handle your food. Y'all be cheap with what y'all put in y'all body, ramen noodles. Y'all be cheap buying all this expensive shit that's made at the same factory as the fake shit made at. I'm telling y'all, man, shit crazy.